top, and then a laser was the last person. The Zerg sacrifice, basically. But it is going to be it. This is the one, the match. As we start things out here on All Arena, it is going to be the blue Terran player representing X Team. Give it up for ByuN.
Who was last week's winner, or last Bacon Weeklies? In the bottom left-hand corner, the first time he has played in the ASL Bacon Weekly, it is the red Zerg player from Team Rocket. Put your hands together for HyuN. Excuse me. Shoop-do. Right off the bat, HyuN.
So good, yeah.
I'm so excited going for the hatch first. Actually, there was people in chat specifically saying, like, "Oh, cool, we get to see some ZV something with HyuN."
Yeah, you know, we've seen a ton of ByuN though, and he's just been, you know, doing pretty well. But now
we're gonna die with these names. I'm sorry, like,
I know
it's gonna get bad. We're gonna call him B and H. H moving in. B. No, we'll just call ByuN and HyuN. This first Overlord does get in around 1 minute 25 seconds, and this Overlord is just gonna say, okay, cool, you're gonna do a refinery, you're going Reaper, fast expand, and notice how this racks in a supply depot have been placed. I keep seeing this from Terran players on this map, and I'm still not sure exactly why, because you can't actually wall it off with one unit. You have to have like 2 more at supply depots. It's really wonky.
Yeah, I think just the way that it is, right? I mean, I don't really play Terran to know if there's any kind of reason why. But maybe it has to do with when, you know, those baneling busts happen. If you are in these kind of positions, if you hit those banelings on the reactor of the barracks, or say the factory when it switches over, you get both the depots as well as the reactor for the low price of 5 banelings. So that could be one of the reasons why. But I don't know. If,
6 lings popping.
Yeah.
6 lings do pop right as the Reaper gets out, and this Reaper does confirm a gas in the natural base, which could be a little bit evident of some sort of baneling bust coming on. We'll see. And I know it's canceled right there. That was just to keep one drone alive. Reaper does get away with, I think, 4 ling kills. That is definitely worth it.
Yep. Usually the lings do sacrifice himself to the Reaper in order to just prevent any drone kills, which is what he did. But yeah, unfortunately, he did lose the lings. So I would say that's pretty nice, especially when you only invest in one of those Reapers. But he might be in trouble. He might be in trouble. He has to get away. But oh my God, so smart to not commit. You know, set it and forget it.
Reaper in the middle will be able to take control of the Zelnaga, which is vital. There's only one other way to get across the map, I guess, except for the far right, the rocks in the very middle. You can break down, which you may see happen, but for now, both players have seen a lot of different ways to control the middle of the map. You do see on the right-hand side, there's actually 1 gold base, or 2 gold bases, if you count the island base, which I still have not seen a Terran just pick up and go to, which I really want to see.
I know, I actually haven't seen that at all.
And then just get over there.
That Reaper realizes that he could have went toe-to-toe, but no, he just actually couldn't, and the Ling was able to get the last laugh. But it was only a 1 Reaper investment, and unfortunately, he was not able to survive or get home in time. But the Hellions are going to go and avenge that. Look at how quick they get on over there, right? This little path that you can take.
Oh, it's quick, and not only is it quick, but they have a perfect position to just sit, get themselves in that little hallway where that creep tumor is, sit there and roast lings all day long, especially when the armory is done now for ByuN. He's going to go for a Hellion drop, or more so a Hellbat drop. Maybe with some Marines, we'll see the pushes coming out across the map, a Liberator off the back of this. I actually like it better. Instead of going for a second medevac, go with the Liberator, and I mean, this hallway right here you're looking at is going to be completely shut down. Medevac speed boosting in. Here's the Hellions.
Yep. This is actually like ByuN trademark right now. Hellbat Liberator. He pushes in here with the Hellbats, and he just comes in with the Liberator to follow it up. Roaches are going to be needed here, but are there going to be enough in time? A lot of the drones are going to be roasted right now. I don't know if HyuN is paying attention to his mineral line, as he does focus on just surviving the onslaught that ByuN is putting upon him right now.
Total of 12 roaches have been made so far, at least on the way, but a Liberator's going to come out across the map, and for now it's getting a little bit dicey for ByuN if he can actually hold this position, but man, that one Hellbat in the middle, he is doing the damage. 8 workers killed so far, and a Liberator is out. I'd rather have ByuN wait for the Liberator just because it can kill the roaches, but still he's got these Marines here, and this Hellbat, oh no, don't attack it! I guess attack it. I guess it was the right decision then, but still, Marines being annoying as they can. 12 kills, and where is that Liberator? Liberator's between the natural and the third base now. Roaches in the main will be able to hold. The lair is spotted, by the way, in the natural of the third base of his opponent, of HyuN. Yeah, there's the Liberator.
Yeah, this is just what ByuN does. Yeah, keeps so busy with that Liberator as well as his drop. I mean, I really like this build that he does, you know, and HyuN did a decent job dealing with it, but he ended up losing 13 workers, and a ton of mining time was also lost. So keep in mind that these spore crawlers are also a drone loss as well. So
the medevac's gotta be really careful right here.
Holy moly!
Nice. Micro is real in this one. So many midichlorians.
Yeah, ByuN is just a maniac when it comes to this, right? He's baiting with the medevac. Oh, but the queen pops out at the last second and takes
it a little too hard.
Yep. Just gonna keep that queen alive almost. Nope. It's that time where you do need a few Ravagers. 3 is what it takes in order to take out a Liberator. But HyuN, he's struggling at the moment, right? Like he's deciding what it is that he wants to do, and it looks like it is gonna just be re-droning.
A huge drone wave coming out right as ByuN is going to be more aggressive, and he's got siege tanks and 2 medevacs. He's got a decent amount of Marines. This is a scary position for HyuN to be in, and it looks like ByuN is just going to be in play, as we've seen in previous games, taking an early economic lead and just holding that all solidly through it. This is looking a little bit great for HyuN in this natural base. There's so many Marines out here, but the Spore Crawlers is repositioning, hopefully trying to get rid of these siege tanks. The roaches are gone. There's the GG! HyuN! With the stranglehold early on, HyuN says, you know what? I can't keep going. I can't do this. But the third base is just so far.
It's so damn far. Like
far away. Just period. Like sometimes I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna 2-base all in just because I don't want to take a third. Like it's just, I don't want to.
It's like the friggin' distance from your main to your third is like the distance from your main to your opponent's main on All Arena.
It is, yes.
Like it feels that far. It feels like they're the same, but yeah.
I think that probably is. No, that probably is correct. Before you take out the rocks here, though, we are on Central Protocol, currently up 1-0 in this best of 5, wanting a $75 from X Team. It is the Blue Terran player ByuN.
And his opponent looking to bring it back, representing Team Rocket. It is HyuN.
I'm excited to see what HyuN's gonna do in this game. Much like the crowd saying, "Oh, it's gonna be cool to see some Zerg be something." In this situation, I think Zerg, honestly, I guess early game with Hellions and stuff, Zerg is the upper. Terran has the upper hand. But Zerg in this position, when I've been in this position with the horizontal spawns, or my bad, vertical spawns, you can spread creep so quickly and just get up into your opponent's face. You just get right up there and punch him in the face.
Yep. You know, I mean, what's better than just walking up to your opponent, just punching him in the face, like sitting at his computer, and it's just like, wow, really, dude? It's like, yeah, really.
They're literally in the same gaming house. It's like, get over here. This is my 75. Well, yeah. I think the best thing if they're in the same gaming house, like, well, we got to contribute for groceries.
You know,
you
they
don't
both,
get 75.
It's like, how about this? You just do the dishes here. If you lose, right, they just put that on the line or something. But, you know, it is going to be kind of tough, I would say, for HyuN, because ByuN has just kind of got these builds down to a T so far. But HyuN is a roach player for the most part. But in obviously in TvZ, it's a little different. But I feel like he should have been able to hold that on any other map. You know, the roaches would have popped up in a timely fashion. But that push hits way too fast on the last map that we had. So if ByuN were to try that again, I don't know if he'll have as much luck being so successful there. If you can deal with the Liberator, then you're in a prime position to get into that mid game and maybe even counterattack, right? Like you can get some great counterattacks if you're ready for it.
Counterattacks are incredibly viable on this map, especially with both third base opportunities being incredibly open. And now that I think about this map tempo, I feel like more it's a weird map. Both players in different situations can be in the lead in different aggressive ways. They can get there, whether it be like Muta or Liberator gets there quickly. It's just a wonky map, period. But for now, this Reaper is going to be doing a lot of kiting and just kind of taking up all the multitasking. Maybe not the multitasking, but all the eyesight and vision, I don't know what to call it, from HyuN. Off the back of this, ByuN is going for what I think is going to be either another Hellbat push. Actually, yeah, it's going to be a Hellbat push. And the ramp on this map is larger than normal. This actually could prove to be a map where Hellions just period can get in anywhere. It doesn't even matter what race you are.
Yeah, no, he might actually go into, who knows, will it be Banshees actually, or?
I mean, he's producing Hellion, maybe it will be Banshee. Banshee Hellbat or Banshee Hellion. Hellion, if you look at
Hellion...
I was saying, if you look at the way between... Oh, no, it's fine. I interrupt you all the time. You should be able to interrupt me sometimes. Between the main and the natural base, there's just that huge open area where you can't really deny Hellions. Hellions actually should be able to clean this up for now. At least for now, to HyuN, it does look like it's going to be Hellion stuff, not Banshee, but with that big area between the main and the natural, Queens just can't block Hellions, period. That's where I'm going with this.
No. It's really, really tough, too. No Spine Crawler either. Has HyuN put down a Roach Warren? It doesn't look like it. He put down a Baneling Nest really early, you know, maybe a little bit afraid of some kind of Hellbat push, but remember, he didn't go for the lair just yet. So,
and there's no armory down.
Kind of crazy, yeah.
He's on the way, though.
I don't know, man. This is
Banelings, I don't know how I feel like Banelings for HyuN. I'd much rather just have Roach Warren, and then if nothing happens, you just transfer into layer and then like Muta Tech or something.
Yeah.
Well, the Lynx actually able to get a surround right here.
Whoa. Yeah. I mean, the fact that he's not going to be able to look at that Muta Tech to kind of fall back on in order to really push this back is going to be a little bit dicey. But he did it. Whoa, a really great job. Took out that Banshee. And that is one of the main threats in this push here. So, a great start here for HyuN.
It is a phenomenal start for HyuN, but still ByuN. He's got so many Hellions right here. And the third base of position for HyuN, I like it, but when are you going to mine at it realistically? Liberator can sit to the top right of your screen, and then just completely shut it down. Like it's distraction or a creep. And actually, the Lynx may be able to get us around right here. Oh, beautiful donkey for HyuN. All the Hellions are matched up, and now Hellbats are going to try to come at this, but the Lynx are already there. Lynx going to pull out, allow the Queens to do the damage. There's nothing off the back of this except for more Lynx, but now the Lynx, they've seen their prime opportunity. Hellbats are going to roast them. In the end,
and with no Banelings, if he was able to bust in, that would have been great. But
24
now
more
the
Lynx on
bunker
the way.
it's going to get repaired. And this is just such a difficult position to deal with if your name is HyuN, as ByuN is just holding it down. Nothing really able to break that just yet because there are no Banelings yet. What is HyuN gonna do? He has to bust on through and win the game because it's triple command center. There's no lair on the way. There's no Evo chambers. There's no Roach Warren.
Banelings.
Oh, I don't see this going too well here for HyuN. He's gonna try it though, and he's bringing Queens as well.
I think it might. The creep spread is so good. The reinforcement line, as long as we see decent injects off the back of this, HyuN may be able to, but the Banshees smell blood in the water. They see the Banelings. They want the explosions. But now how many Banelings? This is 24 Banelings. How do you stop this? Tempo, how do you stop this? Only 4 Lings on the back though. They did kill the C-Check. They gotta kill the C-Check right here. C-Check is gonna barely go down, and now this is when the creep spread and that third base are really gonna come into play, allowing the Lings to giving them phenomenal springboards to hit their opponent. Only 2 orders went down, but I mean, Ling flooded, man, Ling flooded all day. 26 Lings on the way, and there's even gas for some more Banelings, Tempo.
Yeah, he's gonna need to keep on putting on the pressure because if another Siege Tank gets in a position, there are 3 Banshees on the map, so these Queens have a whole lot of work cut out for them. And remember, they do not have the detection of the Overseer because there is no lair. He has to rely on the Spore Crawler, and HyuN is gonna try to do this with Ling Bane. With 3 Banshees, man, triple command center, it is just gonna be such a tall order. You have to kill every single SCV, get on top of the production, and go for it. And that's what he's gonna try to do, because here comes the Baneling squad.
Another Shank right here, but the Shank will not be able to fire on the Lynx surrounding it. Lynx desperately trying to kill it, and the Banshees are really the only thing keeping this fight from completely going out of control with the Lynx, but the creep is already at the door, the front door of ByuN, and I think maybe HyuN's gonna be able to take it. These Queens have been here for so long. Maybe they're remade ones from earlier on, but HyuN's only mining off 2 bases for a while. I'm not super worried for him, but he's got to be really careful not to overextend because every mineral is really, really special, sacred when you're only getting what, like 1,000 minerals a minute.
Yeah,
which is
I am super worried for him right now, you know, because like, once he breaks out this wall, he also has to break the wall to go into the main. Because getting this is all good and all, you know, you can go ahead take out the SCVs at the natural, but that's not really the main goal of this. You have to get on the production and do critical amounts of damage. This is not critical damage. This is just expendable damage to survive, and that's what ByuN is doing. The queens are going to play such a big role.
It's all up to the queens right now. There's no
But they can't see.
Lair. There's no Lair back at home. There's nothing to do this, and the queens are fighting, but eventually they're going to be shut down. And Temple has ByuN done this. There's only 12 more lings. Previous times, it's been 24 lings at a time. This third base position that either if it was a decoy or a way to spread creep tempo, there's no drones at it, and honestly the Banshees could kill it, but the Banshees need to stay home for defense, and there's a final push, but there's 2 siege tanks behind it. They will just completely destroy this. Couple SCVs to heal the siege tank in. Tempo, I think ByuN is held.
Yes, ByuN has held. He's been doing a great job so far. HyuN, unfortunately, was not able to follow up the pressure or get a big momentum swing with that first wave of Banelings. ByuN knew exactly what the hell was going on. He's like, whoa, 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 whoa. Let's not, you know, slow down a little bit right now. And able to pick off a few of the Banelings with the Banshees and also just use 3 Banshees in order to deal with the follow-up threat. And now look at this. ByuN, he's chilling. That command center is part of the wall now, too. So,
it's there. It's never going. It's never gonna go fulfill its life dream. Oh, you're part of the wall, bro. Finally, a Lair is on the way and a decent amount of lings coming out for HyuN. But if we just look at the third base of HyuN, it was not mining for a long time. But there was like 7 or 8 extra workers in the main that were in the red, so he could have transferred them. This is just a very delayed. It's kind of a little sloppy for HyuN, to be honest, in my own opinion. But we'll see how it's going to go down again. Here's another push, but I think there's just too much here for ByuN tempo.
Yeah, man, HyuN agrees.
2-0. Only one game away from getting $75 and winning. Close spawn positions. Game 2 on Central Protocol, also close spawn positions. Dusk Towers is going to be the first base or map that is not close spawn position, so maybe we'll see a little bit more even, but man in the top right-hand corner of Dusk Towers, from X Team, the blue Korean Terran player, he is 1 game away from his second ASL Bacon Weekly victory. It is ByuN!
Oh yeah. And his opponent trying to bring it back. He is down 2 games. Give him your energy. It is Rockat's HyuN.
A little bit of rock, a statue of a cat straddling a rocket as it flies into ByuN, into the X Team headquarters.
Statue, a cat of a flying statue with a guitar straddling a rocket. Bam.
With a guitar, I liked it. That's the ultimate.
He needs to have
the triple entendre.
Yep. We don't
Quad.
get that.
You need to get it up to quad
sometimes, but you know we do. You go hard over here.
This isn't the map that ByuN has previously gone Mass Reaper, but I'd love to see him try it again, even though it'd be a very BM thing to do in like possibly the final game. Guys, ByuN is 1 victory away, not only from $75 in OSC points in the Fame, but this would be his second ASL Bacon Weekly title. He's playing so dang well. Technically, what is he, 8-0? He is undefeated, and HyuN is now 6-2.
Yeah,
these players are monsters, and ByuN is just looking so dang powerful. Let's see, though, as I said, this is a much larger map than before. Go ahead, Tempo.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, this is probably the biggest distance between them that they've had so far. It kind of makes me wonder, though, too. Like, I feel like a map like I don't even know the name of it. The one that we just played on, but
Central Protocol.
Central Protocol. The third is so exposed that going for a strategy like that is almost like doing that on like merry-go-round.
It's almost Arena, or yeah.
Remember that where it's like, okay, well, it's really hard for him to take a third. Let's 2-base all in him.
Central Protocol is essentially 3 different maps. You have cross spawn map, you have top right map, or you have cross spawn, vertical, and horizontal spawns, and all of them are played out drastically differently.
I know what you mean. Yeah.
It's every single one of them. It's a different game, but oh, this Reaper, man, on the other side of the map. Oh, Marine's actually going to be able to get maybe this kill here. Push off the Overlord. For now, though, the early Reaper, even though delay the reactor and in turn delay a factory a little, I'd love to see 2 Reapers, only because they can kind of tag team off a cliff, with the KD8 charges. And with 2 KD8 charges, you bring a drone down to half health and you just one-shot it with 2 Reapers. So I kind of feel like that'd be a cool move, but it would delay the reactor a little bit too much. Maybe you go for a reactor right off the bat, pump out 2 Reapers, get a factory, switch it over, and then start HyuN production really early.
Yeah, I think it's more justified in Legacy of the Void than...
Pitiated himself.
I think it's more justified in Legacy than it is in Heart of the Swarm, just because of that potential with the KD8 charges, indeed. So, Reaper's definitely got a lot more value with that new ability. But we're looking at a pretty standard-looking game for now, as we do see... Once again, a starport coming out of ByuN, but it's so far back. I wonder what it is that he's going to do. Is he going with his bread and butter, medevac into that armory in order to go for those Hellbats? We'll see soon, man. It's going to be a little bit before he puts it out, though.
The Hellions are kind of like, you're not taking my Reaper seriously with any more Lings? Well, I'm going to get right up into your face, and ooh, one of those Queens potentially could go down. They got to be careful right here. Very random, but I'd love to see an upgrade that allows Reapers to jump down 2 cliffs in a row. Like, where the Lings are on the high ground to jump down to the refinery.
I know what you mean.
Just like huge, big, gigantic leaps. Like they now have just jetpacks instead of jump packs.
Yeah, and it can stack and eventually
the kitty hit charge.
Map to map.
Reaper does go down. I mean, it's kind of funny because the Hellions have to be careful, but at the same time, the Queens can't really fight either. Both sides kind of die in the end.
I mean, I think it's a little bit worrisome because he's not sure what's going to be following it up, so it is going to be that Liberator push here. I think he already made a siege, not a siege tank, but rather a medevac, and yeah, here come 4 Hellions. He's going to do the Hellbat push.
There's no hell. Is there any armory? There's no armory yet, so it's just going to be Hellions for the optimal amount of damage. Yeah. There it is, and there's 3 Queens ready. I guess these Hellions can get a full surround on a Queen.
You can see it,
yeah. That's not really how it works. Like, we'll see. Just going for drones, though. Drones lining up. 1 Hellion goes down right off the bat. By the way, there is a Spore behind the space going down to destroy any more drops that are moving in. But Hellions, 6 kills. Can they pick up another one? 8 kills, almost more. This Hellion might as well sacrifice itself for a scout. It does spot the Roaches. 8 drones on the way to compensate and reimburse HyuN, but 8 have already gone down, and ByuN is again and again and again and again and again. Just put himself in a position where he's like 30 seconds ahead or something. Oh, yes, he's the 1-1. He knows the timing's coming.
He scanned it on purpose in order to see if it was going to be a Nidus Worm, because he only saw one of them, and he probably didn't click on it. So he was like, wait, is that a Nidus Worm? Because you see a lair and roaches pop out, you got to check it. And then if you see 1-1, then you know that, in most cases, if you invest in the upgrades, it is not going to be a Nidus Worm straight up. So he has a little bit of time to prepare, but he's still going to prepare in a situation that it would be Nidus Worm and like some kind of juke as far as the Evo chambers would be.
ByuN cleaning up some Overseers here and there. Marines just completely gun it down, and there's already a 3rd CC for ByuN out here, so he is ready to move down, but he sees the 1-1 coming in. He's still a little bit worried about moving down. Ravagers are really good at just sieging up and destroying positions. Maybe not so much units, but still, actually, Ravagers can fight bio decently if you have good micro.
Yeah, and also with upgrade. If you have an upgrade lead, it is incredibly important to push the issue if you can, because once those upgrades, it's just kind of like Roach Hydra. You know, you always want to have an upgrade lead. But this is good by HyuN. He has his Ravagers in position, and is ByuN going to be able to get it out in time? But gets it away, and very, very careful with his Liberators. Not going to just throw them away. So.
If you can start the Corrosive Bile before it starts unliberating, then you can hit it. That's the key. But if it's any point while it's unliberating, you're not going to get it unless they forget about it and don't move it.
Yeah, ByuN, you know, he loves his Liberators. He's not trying to lose any of them. He holds them so dearly. And it's kind of funny that he does this because the Liberators can't shoot buildings, but... yeah, he realizes. So, yeah, he tried to go ahead and kill that hatchery, but that's not going to happen. I think he's showing it, though, on purpose so that he can get his drop on the right side in order to do some damage, but...
Yeah, trying to pull as many units as he can to the left, but in reality, what is there? 4 Ravagers, a couple Roaches, 9 Roaches in total. There's a Spore Crawler here, but it's not going to be in the right position to defend this drop. This drop doesn't quite have Stim, but if it can survive for 10-ish seconds, it's going to have 1-1 and Stim. I actually think ByuN should have waited a few seconds for this, but we'll see.
Yeah, he's just
Who's
going
out
in,
this tempo
poking in.
liberating the natural third base.
Yep.
Oh,
It's just the mining time. He's so
blood on
good
the
at
ground,
delaying
too.
it. Yeah, I would have loved it if he would have split off his Ravagers to deal with it, but I mean, it's one of those things that you maybe not paying attention to, so it's like, yeah, there's something in my main, and I just gotta deal with it now, and the Liberators just kind of pew, pew, like really, really quickly. So silently, but
I feel like these Marines right here are more of a demoralizing move. Like, just kill all the creep, screw the creep.
yeah.
Like,
It's very important though, right? Like, get rid of that creep. Do not let it get out of hand. Force the APM out of HyuN to go ahead and respread that creep so that you can get more damage done with your Liberator. So,
You almost want them to spread a ton of creep and then go push it back. You just to be like, yeah, screw this stuff.
just
Just
like,
demoralization.
I know how hard you worked on this, but
Oh, this is an interesting position because there is 3 siege tanks in the high ground. Actually, this one Liberator maybe will get some damage. 3 siege tanks in the high ground are going to be able to shut down. As long as he on the right-hand side, he's going to be okay. But there are the corrosive biles. Not quite enough. Another volley of corrosive biles going off the bio is at the right, and both siege tanks are down. HyuN is in the third base and is trying to desecrate it. The CC lifts up to get out of the orbital clan. SCVs are lost, I think. At the same time, though, it's the base trade on the left-hand side of the map taking out that base. But HyuN is looking so powerful. The bio cannot push down this. I say kill that.
No.
Kill that orbital command and then come back to defend.
oh,
Or
but the
kill-
SCVs are going to try to get back up the ramp. I don't
Oh,
think so. You're going to get so many of the SCVs. And then the bio's going to be move commanding into all of the roaches and ravagers. Oh, ByuN, I think he was commanding all of his units when he was dealing with the ones on the south side.
Time
This is
to go
great
on the
for
other side of the map. Still, ByuN is fighting hard. He's got bio. It's just he needs to pay attention to it. The Roach Ravager is trying as hard as it can, but the Marines left-hand side are not allowing any more reinforcements to get to the main. The SCVs are being pulled. The one siege tank micro. Will it be enough tempo?
He is trying so hard. That siege tank is so low in HP, but there's massive amounts of damage being potentially done on the other side of the map here. ByuN, he needs to try to trade it out here. But he's losing so much time. Oh, this is crazy. Look at all the damage being done inside of the main. SCV's getting pulled. Uh-oh, into the corrosive biles they go, and this looks to be just some critical damage being dealt by HyuN and defending at home at the same time.
There is finally enough roaches at HyuN's home to defend this drop, but it's still a little bit hard to actually do that. HyuN has to win this if he wants to stay in the series, and ByuN is only 1 win away from winning it for the second time in the ASL Big Infinity Weekly. And there's the GG!
Oh, ByuN puts one onto the board. All right, HyuN does got a little bit of life in him here. Can he bring it back from a 0-2 deficit? He's at 1 win at the moment. You're not ready? Okay, I'll wait.
Yeah. Oh, fine. Yeah, there's a little gremlin in the server
In the
room.
map,
Yeah. All right, Team Tempo, take us away.
All right, well, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome here to the Ruins of Saras. We are on game number 4. This guy was hoping to get a 3-0 victory, but there is life in his opponent. He represents X Team. It is ByuN.
And this opponent, in the bottom right-hand corner, bringing back the last game. He's on the brink of destruction. He has to win this game the next if he wants to be the victor. From Rakat, representing Korea, it is HyuN, the Red Zerg. Last game was a scary base trade, and maybe HyuN got a little bit of confidence back, but honestly, with base trades, whenever I get out of them, I always feel like it was just luck. Like, I just, yeah.
Yeah, he's like, nah, he had it the whole time. He's like, yo, I got this. He totally had it, and you know he knew exactly what he was doing. You know, I'm just kidding. You never know, right? It's like, I guess this might work. I think it was a big issue that ByuN had all of his siege tanks put at the same spot. 3 siege tanks in the same exact tiny location. Allowed that corrosive bile to be so effective. So hey, man, hey, sometimes it happens, you know.
Yo, that bile.
Yep, that bile though.
That bile dough. That bile dough. That bile dough. You've screwed me forever. I'm always gonna think that. That bile dough. I'm gonna be casting. I like casting the world final. Like, yo, that bile dough.
You know? Yeah, man. I'm just I'm sorry. I'm planting these bad seeds in your head, and watching them grow as you grow as a caster as well, right? And it's like, oh man, Dreadnought on
Oh.
the world stage, and all of a sudden the bad seed just like sprouts. That it's like, oh, got him.
No, got
In the
him.
background, just laughing. Yeah, but nah.
Yeah, that'd be great. You're like on the couch, and afterwards you're like, yeah, I've been waiting 10 years for this moment. I planted it 10 years ago on one fateful Thursday morning. Planted it in me. Wow, that sounded worse than I thought. Just even though this Reaper is going in, the racks and double supply depot wall off of the natural base for Speak Now or ByuN is again really, really weird, and I can't understand it. But here's the Reaper. It's going to be able to have some nice KD8 charge, and it's basically got staple gun galore right here. It's pretty much staple gun.
Yeah, he's just brutal. Going after Lings, he really utilizes this time in order to get as much damage done as he can. You know, some people kind of just go in with the Reaper, poke a little bit, and then just poke on out. You know, and nah, man, not this guy. He's going in. He's trying to get as many Ling kills and then a drone kill, forcing the micro and APM. But ooh, my man, HyuN getting a really early lair. This is like super duper early, man. He actually skipped speed in order to get it. So we may be looking at the fastest mutas possible, depending on how many gases he takes off of it. Or just the straight up Roachnitis push. Yeah.
For now, he just needs to not allow this Reaper to get in. If he can kill the Reaper, he'll probably throw down the gases he needs just because he wants to keep it a little bit unsure. But did he unsee? Sorry, not yet. ByuN has not seen the lair yet.
No.
We're actually doing better than we have, by the way.
Yeah, I think so.
HyuN and ByuN. I don't think.
Oh yeah, man. Easy peasy, man. We got this, man. But this is looking to be a Roachnitis play out of HyuN. And the thing about this build is that even if you know it's coming, it's so difficult to deal with. So I love the scout denial. It's just so good by HyuN. This is great. Oh, the suspense is killing me, Drenok.
The suspense is. It's only one game away from ByuN for victory, and HyuN has to win this game if he wants to move on, or actually just win the entire tournament. If ByuN wins, it'll be his second win. That is our blue Terran player on the left-hand side. He is looking for blood, but HyuN is already ready. He's got queens there, trying to take a third base maybe. He's kind of got creep down there, but for now, it will be the Nidus Roach, as you said, Tempo. The suspense is killing me, and let's look in the main base for a second. Let's go to ByuN's vision and just check out what's in this main. What does he have any places where
ByuN, he just scanned the main and he saw the lair, and he also saw a gas that was missing. So
in the natural, I can see oh, actually, it's going to be right between the main and the natural, but at the same time, Marines and Hellbats are heading into the natural base of HyuN.
Yep.
ByuN has no intention of caring about that. Only 6 roaches are currently out at the time. 6 roaches coming out. 3 roaches in total. That's 9 roaches, and maybe these queens can push it back at home.
Yep. The Liberator, you cannot shoot buildings, remember that, so it is going to have to focus on the units that come out of it. And when the queens start coming out, there are no Ravagers, keep that in mind, so he will not...
Away.
Is he going for another one? Oh my god, he did.
That's it. I think that's it.
Actually, yeah, he didn't... He's going to go for it again. He's not done yet, but there is a siege tank out. Drenok, as soon as the siege tank comes out, and if you're able to even get a medevac, it becomes so much more easier. But
you have all the micro potential. It's not like, well, I guess I moved it and it got close to me. It's I can keep microing it, but there is the siege tank out. Marines are focusing down. There, the queens. You need to transfuse. Transfuses are there any roaches though?
This is like
roaches.
Execution is.
Oh no,
the roaches.
I think ByuN may take this. ByuN,
I think HyuN goofed.
Actually, not the best defense, but like a good enough defense where HyuN's goof.
Well, I mean, what did he defend? It was nothing. It's just like he didn't have to defend anything because nothing came out of the Nidus for him.
It is 2-1 currently in a best-of-5 series for the winner of the grand finals for the ASL Bacon Weekly number 7, and HyuN done goofed as Tempo said, but at least wait, there's no CC. There's no third CC.
No third CC. This is true.
There's no third CC for ByuN. And HyuN has a third hatch. I don't know though, man.
He has a third hatch on the way.
36-30. I think HyuN may be somewhat okay, but definitely there's a lead to ByuN. Definitely this lead.
This is scary. The reason why it's scary is because HyuN put so much into that. He thwarted the attack from his opponent, but I think it kind of rattled him because as soon as that had happened, his Nidus was already going, and he kind of thought in his head like, and went back and forth and just didn't get his roaches in the Nidus in time. So was a big issue that that attack, if it hit at that exact time after he defended, there was no tank out just yet, and it was only the Liberator. So he missed his timing window, and now drops are gonna be such a nuisance to deal with.
They will be such a nuisance, and there's not even Ravagers. Not to mention, Ravagers are really hard to deal with drops. It's really hard to hit Medivacs with it. It's more just for the kind of intimidation factor. But yeah, just where does HyuN go off of this? And a Liberator at the natural base of HyuN. Liberator is just going to have a field day right here. I love how the Roach is killing Nidus.
He's attacking his Nidus because he cannot get into position to deal with it.
Yeah.
Oh, this is so unfortunate.
Let's check the workers for 1 second. We have 8 workers that ByuN has killed, but what are they actually at? 53 drones, 49 SCVs. Honestly, it's not too much different erectile dysfunction, Nidus Swarm, huh? It's not too much different, but HyuN, I don't think he can actually fight Nidus without Ravagers.
Yeah,
ByuN is 1 game away. He smells blood, and it's tempo. Let's get that hype train going.
It is going down. The siege tanks are getting dropped, getting in a beautiful position. So anything that tries to go and defend the third base is going to get shelled by the tanks, but it has been picked up. So HyuN is going to be doing pretty decent here. As these Marines, though, not going to be so lucky, are they? Oh, this is great. Siege tanks are able to just maneuver back and forth, up and down, shelling away at the third base and also being able to do massive amounts of damage to the queens. This is a brutal position that HyuN is in, dropping in supplies.
Oh, there's the GG! ByuN 3-1. For 1 second there, I thought he was going to kill all the overlords and supply block HyuN, but ByuN with games 1 and 2, taking game 1 decisively, holding in game 2, game 3, barely failing with the base trade, but in game 4, saying, I don't care about Nidus Worms, I have Liberators. Good day.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching the video. Please subscribe to support the ASL by hitting the button now.